this question from Wakazi is a very interesting question. So he was told when you land in America as a black, so it will be whatever you land in any country as a foreign country which they have different races, majority. So you say you become like a gold, like everyone wants you. Is it true or is it a myth? Let's start. Mwakazi, first of all, you are physically fit, like kind of that typical black guy, attractive, whatever. Were you gold in Europe?
Makazi is just being funny. No, Makazi, don't even get on a plane and think the moment you land at JFK, people start laying plantations and red carpets. Oh, my brother. You're going to be disappointed. I'm sorry.
But actually, if you go like to countries where no blacks go, you will be gold. But in US or Europe, you're treated like you're nobody.
Yeah. And I want to add something on that. I don't want to go too much in terms of race, but I want to give people the perception. It's just like even if you are, let's say you are in Kampala, you go to the rural parts of Sion nearby at the border of Uganda and Tanzania, obviously you become like a gold depending on how you perceive yourself, because they happen to be someone from Kampala. If you are from Dar es Salaam or from Kigoma town, you go to the ends of the rural area. It's just kind of that. So it's just like when a white person or Arabic person or Spanish person goes to the rural parts of another country, is you are brand new, they haven't seen you. Yes, you can be gold or not gold, depending on how you perceive yourself. But the problem which I want to make sure Africans, especially black, to take out from their mind, when you go, let's say, for me, I lived at the first year in the state where 96% is white. So it depends. You can go to the event, maybe 600 people, and you are 2 black people. So it depends. Are you going to be demoralized that all of these people are looking at me, they're discriminating me? Oh man, I'm the superstar in the building now. So it depends on your perception on how you handle that. Are you going to be as a fame superstar, or your ego is going to be down? You know, I'm coming from East Africa. I'm from Zamunda. I'm the one.
The king.
I'm the king.
Discover Channel.
Yeah, so overall it's just your perception, like overall, like how do you don't lie too much, like you are son of the king, but overall it's just how you handle yourself. Some people, I've seen so many people, whatever people are, there are so many other races, they get intimidated in one way because for me, I take that fame. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what I've found here is most people are ignorant about Africa. So, and it's not even funny. It's not a lie. So I have found it in, like, at first, I used to get offended by people's questions. You know, the moment they ask you, the moment they hear your accent, they're like, hey, so where are you from? Oh, I'm from Africa. I'm from Uganda. So, and then people would just ask you random questions about Africa. Some, like, things that maybe, exactly. Like, people, they'll ask you about Idi Amin immediately. That was even a person who maybe was right. So, or they would say, and then they'll come up with questions, maybe something that they watched on Discovery Channel. So you guys, like now, I'm sure if somebody saw a video from South Africa of the lions and elephants on the street, so now they will ask you, if you say you're from South Africa, they'll say, so how did you survive the lions? We saw the lions on the street in the riots. It's what people have watched. It's what people have been fed. They don't take more effort to know, to learn about what happened in other countries. And it could be the same for me as well. Maybe when I'm back in Africa, all I know is what I watch on CNN about America. But you need to put in effort to actually study and find out the truth about these places. Like, not thinking that everybody who's here is rich. No, you can read that, that some people are actually struggling, so. And
the same mindset
social media feeds you.
Even the same mindset for Americans, among the reasons to join the military is because you'll be superstar in the street.
Yes.
So whatever, and some people, when you wear that uniform, man, wherever you go, thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. So some people, and many women prefer to get relationship with the military people because it's very secure, whatever. So there are that myth. So there are some people, they believe that if you get in the military, you go out, every woman will say, hey, I want you. No, it's not true that way. So I remember.
I thought people liked the military guys because of the discipline.
Yes, discipline, but mostly it's just security life, because this person will have good health insurance. This person will have the VA home loan, will have a good education if they continue, will get job quicker. So there is that kind of security in that way.
Yeah. Okay.
So remember, like one of the funny story where while we are deploying to go to Australia, I don't know who brought that stupid story that because when we go to any country, you are in the Navy, before you arrive. Every person will be at the edge of the ship, at the edge. You are rotating and you are wearing, because if it is summer, you are wearing the white uniform, so you are all like no smiling, nothing like. So it's very beautiful when you go to any country. So that one guy said, when you go there, all women will be waiting for us. I said, who is going to wait for you? Just because.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Funny.
Yeah, you are not going to be gold. For me, the question which I didn't like most, but I found the way on how to answer it. This was the beginning. So when are you going back home? Like, so my question is, so where is home? In Africa. Yeah. Okay. So I asked the question, where is your grandfather from? Oh, I have Irish blood. So why are you not going back home to Ireland?
To Ireland, yeah.
Oh, I have German, but why don't you go back there? I said the difference between me and your great-grandparents, they came 1860s. I came to US 2008. That's the only difference. But I'm legally here, you are legally here. So where I'm going home. This is home.
Yeah, this is
I just landed into the world. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
You know, sometimes when they ask you, will you go home, and you say, I will go home, they also get shocked. They're like, you will go back to that type of... I'm like, that's where I feel like most happy. That's like where I feel at home. So it's always like very funny, you know?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. But, I mean, overall, it's just like to take the time to learn something, but not get intimidated wherever you go, whether you are minority or you're majority. But sometimes we forget ourselves when we are majority. Like, it helps for me, like living in America, it helps a lot to sympathize and understand sometimes what's going on for maybe white people when they come to Africa. For us to see cool, like, hey, mzungu, like, but for me, if I'm coming here and you call it black, no, I'm not happy with that. So, like, for me, like, yes, I'm black, but do I need to be reminded I'm black? So the white person, oh, white. Do you need to remind them they're white? So there are certain things like, even though in Mzungu, I avoid to use it. Yeah, so there are certain things like nowadays I can see the things which I don't want it to appear. Yes, I don't want this experience in JCU, but we have been doing these things in Africa, and we see this is okay, but it's not okay at all.
Yeah.
Like, they go there, we raise the price of tomatoes, price of everything, we raise the price. But if I go to the restaurant, we raise the price because I'm black. No way. I mean, that will be another war. So there are certain things. Yeah, so that is very interesting.